What if I told you the 8 years you think you wasted are actually the reason you're about to win? In a quiet city, there lived a young man named Arjun. He had a good job, a stable job, the kind of job his parents bragged about at family gatherings. Every morning he wore a clean shirt, sat at a clean desk, and did work that paid him well. On paper, his life looked perfect. But every night when he came home and sat alone in his room, he felt something heavy sitting on his chest, something he couldn't explain. For 8 years, Arjun worked as an accountant. He was good at numbers, he was good at deadlines, but he was not happy. Every single day felt the same. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat. He used to dream of doing something creative, something that excited him, but he told himself, "This job is safe. This job is smart. Don't be foolish." One evening, Arjun's old friend Mira came to visit him. She had not seen him in years. She noticed he looked tired, not just in his body, but in his eyes. She asked him gently, "Arjun, are you happy?" Arjun stayed quiet for a long time. Then he said, "Mira, I think I chose this job for the wrong reasons. I chose it because it was safe, because everyone said it was good, because I was scared of failing at something else. But I never asked myself if I actually wanted it." Mira sat beside him and said, "Then why don't you change it now?" Arjun laughed, but it was not a happy laugh. "Change it? Mira, I'm 30 years old. 30. If I start something new now, I will be the oldest beginner in the room. Everyone else will be years ahead of me. It's too late for me." Mira shook her head slowly. "Arjun, let me ask you something. Do you think the river regrets the long path it took to reach the sea? Or does it simply flow, knowing every bend made it stronger?" Arjun looked at her, confused. Mira smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story my grandmother once told me. There was once a potter in a small village who had spent 10 years making clay pots. He was skilled, but he was not passionate. One day, a traveling sculptor passed through the village and saw the potter's work. The sculptor said, "Your pots are good, but I see something else in your hands. You shape clay with such patience and detail. Have you ever thought about sculpting?" The potter laughed. "Sculpting? I'm already old in this craft. I've spent 10 years on pots. If I start sculpting now, I will be a beginner again. Everyone around me will already know more than me." The sculptor smiled and said, "You are not starting from zero. You already know how clay behaves. You already know patience. You already know how to fix mistakes before they ruin the whole piece. A true beginner does not know these things. You are not behind. You are simply switching the direction of a skill you already have." The potter thought about this for many nights. Finally, he decided to try. He took an old piece of clay, and instead of shaping it into a pot, he shaped it into a small bird. His hands trembled at first, but slowly, the years of practice came back to him. The shape came out better than he expected. Not perfect, but full of life. He kept practicing. Some days were hard, some pieces broke, but every single day, he noticed something interesting. The mistakes he made were smaller than they should have been for a beginner. Why? Because he wasn't really a beginner. He had 10 years of patience, 10 years of understanding clay, 10 years of discipline already inside him. Within 2 years, his sculptures were displayed in the village square. People who had known him only as the pot maker were amazed. And the potter realized something important. His 10 years were never wasted. They were the foundation that made his new path stronger and faster than anyone expected. Mira looked at Arjun and said, "Do you understand now? The years you spent as an accountant were not wasted. You learned discipline. You learned how to manage pressure. You learned how to focus for long hours, how to solve problems, how to be reliable. These are not small things, Arjun. These are the exact tools that will help you in whatever you choose next." Arjun sat quietly, thinking. "But what if I fail?" he asked softly. "What if I start something new and it doesn't work out?" Mira said. "What if you don't start, and 10 years from now you're sitting in the same chair, asking yourself the same question?" Arjun, starting over doesn't erase your past, it builds on it. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from everything you already know, plus a new direction. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. He thought about all the years he had spent being safe. He thought about the potter. He thought about the river. And for the first time in a long time, he allowed himself to imagine a different life. Not a perfect one, but an honest one. The next morning, Arjun did something he had wanted to do for years. He enrolled in a short course on graphic design, something that had always excited him, but that he never gave himself permission to explore. He told himself, "I am 30. I am not behind. I am beginning with everything I've already built." The first few months were not easy. He felt slow compared to younger students. He made mistakes. He doubted himself almost every single day. But he also noticed something the potter had noticed. His discipline helped him finish projects others gave up on. His years of handling pressure helped him stay calm during difficult feedback. His maturity helped him learn faster than he expected. Slowly, his designs started getting noticed. Small projects turned into bigger ones. And within 2 years, Arjun was working as a freelance designer, doing work that made him excited to wake up in the morning. One day, a younger designer asked him, "How did you learn so fast? You started so late." Arjun smiled, a real smile, the kind he hadn't had in years, and said, "I didn't start late. I started exactly when I was ready. And everything I learned before this became the foundation for everything I'm building now." If you're sitting somewhere right now, feeling stuck, feeling like you've wasted years on the wrong path, remember Arjun's story. Remember the potter. The time you've already spent is not lost. It is preparing you. It is shaping your patience, your discipline, your wisdom, all the things a true beginner doesn't have. It is never too late to change direction. Your wasted years are not behind you holding you back. They are beneath you, lifting you up. If this story gave you even a little hope today, give it a like. It helps more people find this message. And if you've ever felt like it's too late for you, drop a comment below and tell us what you're thinking of starting. Someone reading this might need to hear your story too. Subscribe for more because the next story might be exactly what you need.